Good morning. Hello. Hello. My great chef. How are you today? And I hope that you just enjoy your breakfast so that you will have enough energy to make your very first presentation in English. Can you hear me? Hmm? Hello. Yeah. How are you today?
So
You feel so. Oh, hey. Did you eat your Did you eat your breakfast? Sorry. Not yet. Mm. Hey, boy, I think that you should eat breakfast before something important, you know? Okay. All right. So, how are you feeling now? How are you feeling now?
um, I
Mm.
feel I feel interesting, a little bit
You feel a little bit nervous.
nervous. Yes,
Uh, all right. Why? Because of the presentation?
yes.
Uh-huh. So, do you have to go to work this afternoon?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Such a productive day, right? Such a productive day. Okay. And today is a special day in your English learning journey because this is the first time you, this is the first time you make a big project. I mean, like an English presentation. Okay. And I hope you will try your best. And
Yes.
after you have tried a lot, so just believe in yourself and try your best. Okay. But before before we go to the presentation, we will have some, small activities. Yes. So are you ready, Ving? Yes. Good. All right. So Ving, tell me. Wow, you are yawning. You are yawning because you are sleepy a little bit, right? I can see that. Don't worry, Ving. You can drink some water to wake you up.
Okay.
Mm. All right. You know, um, so my first question for you is that what are the tips to make a successful interview? Can you share this thing?
To make a good interview,
Mm-hmm.
prepares CVs.
Good CV.
Yes. And,
Okay, wait a second. What will you mention in your CV? What will you mention in your CV?
we we should mention the name.
Your name? What
Yes.
else?
Eight. The eight
Age? Yeah.
province. Province.
Sorry? Name,
Uh,
age,
province. Province.
province. Yeah.
Province. Yes.
Mm.
And
Anything
knowledge.
else?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Good. What else?
Uh, that's all.
Uh, really? For example, if I say, I have 4 years of teaching English. And then you will say, I have about 3 or 4 years of cooking. So what is it? 4 years of cooking?
Mm, Journey. Journey.
Oh, journey. I know journey, but the word start with X. X what? Exper
Experience.
experience. Exactly. Experience, right? Good job. Mhm. Knowledge. And one more thing is qualification or certificate.
Qualification.
Yes. I will type here qualification. Yeah. Or you could say certificate. Certificate, right? For example, in English, we have TOEIC, we have IELTS, we have like things like that. You got this thing, okay? But remember, if you apply for a restaurant, yeah, everything you mention in your CV must be related to that company, that restaurant, okay? Right? And remember, don't just mention everything about you. Okay, it is important to mention the things that are good for this restaurant. You got this thing? Yes. Okay, lovely. Or maybe you can say hobby, hobby. For example, you say, I like exploring Italian, Italian culture, right? And this is a restaurant. It is a restaurant of Italy food, Yes. Good. Okay. What about okay, besides CV, what else? Besides CV, what else, Vinh?
Besides CVs, we have on time.
That's it. On time, right? Okay, so for example, if the interview starts at 9 a.m. So what time will you arrive this restaurant?
I choose arise at 8:45.
8:45.
Yes.
Okay, 8:45. Yes, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. Right. But why? Why should you be on time? Why?
Because if I be on time,
Yes.
I feel more confident
You will feel more confident. And what else?
and show
And show what? Show what? Show what?
say chuyên nghiệp với
Sorry?
I would
Chuyên
say
nghiệp.
yes.
Oh, okay. So you could say that professional,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I will type in the box chat for you. Professional. Professional. And what about traffic jam? Traffic jam. Like, there are a lot of motorbikes, a lot of cars, and you need to be on time to avoid traffic jam. Traffic jam. Yes, that's it. Okay, cool. And you need to eat your breakfast before the interview. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Vinh. Good job. We have CV, we have being on time. What else, Vinh?
We have beside that we have wear formal clothes.
Yeah, cool. Formal clothes. Now let's talk about clothes. So, which one do you prefer? Which one do you prefer?
For interview.
Yes, exactly. When having an interview. Yes.
I prefer formal clothes.
Formal clothes, such as
Polo.
polo, right? Polo in pants, right? Pants. Okay, good. Yeah, I can see CV. I can see being on time. I can see wearing formal clothes. And what else, Vinh?
I don't remember.
Okay, don't worry, because I will help you. For example, if you love a girl and if you want to get her heart, you need to know about her. You need to explore the information of her. So, what is it?
That is research information.
Exactly.
Company.
That's it. All right, good job. You need to research the information of that restaurant. Okay, restaurant. Perfect. Okay, thank you very so much for your performance. All right, and now I want you to perform one more time using firstly, secondly, finally. Yes. Okay, so Vinh, what are the tips to have a successful interview? Vinh, please.
Just to make such an interview, we should firstly, we should prepare your CVs.
Yeah, we should. Okay, we should prepare a good CV. A good CV, right? Okay.
Mấy cái con spin nó ra luôn hay là chỉ là có sơ qua ạ?
Sorry.
Mấy cái con spin nó ra luôn hay là mình
Yeah, you can say a good CV, including name, age, province, yeah, things like that. Okay, one more time, Vinh.
to make a good interview, we should prepare firstly we should prepare the good CV in including the name, age, province,
yeah,
and knowledge and experience.
Perfect. What else?
Just secondly, we should be on time.
Good.
Because we are on times, we can feel more confident. Because it shows that you are confident. Yeah. No. It shows that you are professional. You are professional, and it makes you more confident. Very good, Vinh. Perfect. Keep going. So that we have to wear the formal clothes. Formal clothes. Pink t-shirts or polo. Perfect. And now finally, okay. Finally, we have to research information. This restaurant or companies. Yes. That's all? That's it. That's all. Okay, thank you so much, Vinh. All right, so Vinh, tell me. You just show me how to have a successful interview. And now you are coming to an interview, and I will be your interviewer. Vinh, can you introduce yourself, please, Vinh? Yes. My full name is Phạm Đình Vinh. I'm 18 years old. I was born in Khánh Hòa province. I'm living and working in Phú Quốc Island. Yes. I'm a chef. Yeah. How long have you been working as a chef? How long? I cooking for 2 years. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Wow, very impressive, right? Okay, let's talk about your strengths. So what are your strengths, Vinh? Good points. Tell me. Sorry? Oh, what are your strengths? Your good points. Okay. Embers, hardworking people. Person. Yes. Hardworking person. Yes. And So I can finish repair or cook the dishes quickly and on time.
Perfect. Okay. What else?
Uh,
Hardworking.
Besides that, I have serious persons. So I I will choose to the uh, ingredient
Carefully.
carefully before I cook.
Right. So you can say, I will choose the ingredients and wash them, wash them carefully before cooking, right? Lovely. What else, Vic? Hardworking, serious, careful.
So about my strength.
It's about your strengths, right? Cool. But what about your weaknesses?
About my weaknesses, I'm not I'm not creative enough in working. So I try to improve create
I try to improve my creativity.
activities
Yes.
by
Through
watch the cookery video YouTube.
cookery videos. Is on YouTube. Perfect. Thank you so much. Well done. But Ving, why do you want to work here? Why do you want to work here?
I want to work here because I like this restaurant and its cultures.
You like this restaurant and its culture, right? Okay. When I read your CV, I can see that you are a big fan of Italian food, right? Is that right? Okay, and hopefully our restaurant will give you a good chance to explore Italian food and improve your cooking skill. Okay. And one more question. Why? Why should we hire you? Why should we employ you? Why?
Em không em không nhớ nổi cái đoạn đó luôn ấy.
No. I haven't taught you this one. I want you to brainstorm. This is a new question. Okay? Why should we hire you or employ you? That's why. Why should we hire you? I mean, why should we choose you? Why should we choose you? Why? Because I don't skip breakfast. and I like traffic jam. Okay, just kidding. Vinh, if the interviewer asks you this question, you can mention your strengths one more time. You can mention your strengths one more time and emphasize your strengths. What can you do? What can you contribute to the restaurant? Okay, and show that you are ready to contribute to this company. Okay, Vinh, you got this? Perfect. Thank you, Vinh, so much for your performance. And now we will do some other questions. So are you ready, Vinh? Ready? Wait for me. Just wait for me. Oh, I like your t-shirt. Can you show me your t-shirt? The yeah. Oh, what is it? What is it? Tell me.
Space jump.
Space jump, right? Mm-hmm. Good for me. Okay. All right, let's go over. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just asked you this question, so you don't need to answer this question anymore. But this question, what is one of your hobbies, Vinh? What is one of your hobby?
Well, my hobbies we play sport.
Oh, playing sport.
It's playing sport.
What sport is it?
That's swimming.
Swimming? Mm-hmm. Wow, I cannot swim. Sorry. Your teacher cannot swim. Okay. Now, do you think you are a good chef? You think you are a good chef? You think you are a good chef?
Three questions.
Huh? Yes? Do you understand the question? Hard question. It's a hard question. Okay. If someone asks you this question, you can say, actually, I am not a good chef, but I will try to learn and improve to become a good chef in the future. Okay?
Yes.
You got this thing?
Yes.
Right? But if you are confident, of your skill, you can say, yes, of course, I'm a good chef and I will try more to become better in the future. You got this, Vinh? All right?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. Again, Vinh, you think you are a good chef, Vinh?
Yes. Actually, maybe I'm not a good chef, so but I try to improve my skill and learn every day. Yes, to be a good chef.
To be a great chef in the future, right? Perfect. I love it. All right, the next one. Mm. All right. Okay. What is one place you have worked at? I mean that the restaurant that you worked in the past, not my restaurant. Mhm.
Yes, yes, uh,
What is it?
same doing result.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes,
Oh. Oh, I'm a big fan of Dalat, but I've never been to Dalat. Yes. Can you give me some via so that I can travel to Dalat? All right, thank you so much. Let me see. The next one for you. Ah, okay. Do you work better? Do you work better by yourself or working with others? I mean that. Do you work better alone or working with a group, a team? Like,
uh, maybe I work better with with the team.
why?
Uh, because we have a lot of idea from others.
Mm,
Yes,
we have a lot of ideas from other.
yes,
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much. Right. Yeah, I think that's enough for you. All right. No more questions that are related to interview. All right. But now let's move on to the next part. Okay. Today we have, a lot of questions for you before you make a presentation. I mean, your presentation, right? Just wait for me. Wait, where is it? Okay, here it is. Right. So now, Vinh, it's time to watch a video and you will note down everything you can hear from the video, okay? Yes. Are you ready, Vinh? What is it?
Queensland bởi vì
Okay, so Vinh, now I will show you a video that tells you how to make a great presentation. You will listen to this video and note down everything you can hear, all right? Yeah, so are you ready, Vinh?
Yes.
Very good. Just listen, try to listen, okay?
Hey practitioners, today I'm going to be teaching you, with the help of my friend Dana Bluen, the top 7 tips for a great presentation. Dana Bluen is an entrepreneur currently living in Bangkok, Thailand, where he is the co-founder and CEO of a company called Mango Labs. Anyways, here's some of his tips. We all have to give presentations at different points in our life. That might be for school or work or an organization that you are involved with. No matter where we give the presentation or to who, we want to make sure that it has the impact on the audience and that it's memorable. These are 7 tips that are going to ensure that you nail the presentation and leave a lasting impression on your audience. Number 1, know your audience. The first step in preparing for any presentation should be to get a better idea of who your audience is. Knowing your audience will allow you to understand the type of content they are going to be expecting with regards to depth and technical detail. You wouldn't want to give the same presentation to a group of high school students who are interested in entrepreneurship that you would to a room full of startup founders and CEOs, because their expectations and level of understanding will be on completely different levels. Dig up as much as you can about who your audience is, what industries they work in, and what positions they generally hold. This allows you to really tailor the content and delivery of the presentation in a way that will really make it stand out and be memorable. Too many times people give killer presentations at one venue to a group made up of their core audience and then bomb on the same presentation to a different group because they didn't make the changes they needed to better address the new audience. Just because you kill it in one audience doesn't mean the same exact content will replicate the reaction with all audiences. Number 2, use structures to build on ideas. If you stand up and give a presentation and all the points you want to make are just tossed around randomly and they don't make any sense, not too many people are going to enjoy your presentation, and if they remember it, it's likely that it's not for the reasons that you want them to. However, if you structure your presentation in a way that each idea, each section builds on the one before it, you help your audience connect with the content and create logical links between the concepts. This is a great way to make more complex ideas easier for the audience to understand and remember. Number 3, use visuals. Another great tool to cement those ideas in the mind of your audience is to use visuals like charts, graphs, and infographics to illustrate and communicate a concept. As many as 65% of people are considered to be visual learners. So if you don't take this approach in your presentation, you are going to ignore the vast majority of the population. Using an image, regardless of if it's a picture, graph, or chart, can be a much more potent conveyor of information and has a much more powerful impact on the audience. A single image can convey so much information. Just like the old saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words, it really is. Think of the impact this can have when explaining data or results in a presentation. If you had to stand there in front of your audience and go through every data point verbally, it can get bad quickly. And this is much more common of an occurrence than you might think. But if you're able to visualize that data for your audience with a graph or chart, you instantly make it much more understandable and memorable. Showing someone 200% growth with a graph is much more exciting than explaining it while they're looking at the raw data. For example, if I took away the screen of this video and all you saw was black, it wouldn't be near as exciting. Number 4, repetition is your friend. Having a bit of structure in your presentation goes a long way in keeping the audience engaged because they can follow the information from step to step. But even more than just structuring the flow of the presentation, you also want to build in repetition. This encourages people to remember the key points of the presentation and helps it stick, which again makes it and you more memorable. A classic way to go about repetition is something Dana learned early on when he started his public speaking career. Another speaker at a big regional tech event came up to him after a talk and complimented Dana on his delivery and the depth of the material, but asked why he didn't use more repetition. Dana was a bit stumped because he never really thought about that before. The other speaker suggested that Dana start telling the audience what it is he wanted to tell them, just to give them a brief rundown of the key points. After that, move right into the body of the presentation and tell them exactly what was highlighted at the beginning, but obviously with more detail and extra elements that you add in to make the presentation stick. Then end the presentation by telling them what you just told them, reminding them of the key points and a brief summary for final repetition. Using this technique helps to reinforce the main points of the presentation at least 3 times, at the beginning, middle, and end. The key is to find a way to do this that it feels natural and not overly scholastic. And that takes practice, which we'll talk about later on. Tip number 5, have a story to tell. The difference between an average presentation that people zone out of and a great presentation that keeps them engaged is how you convey the information to the audience. A great way to convey the information or key points of your presentation is to use a story. By using a story, preferably an interesting one, you get your point across and you're creating a moment in the presentation that is memorable and easier for the audience to recall later. It's also hopefully going to be something that catches their attention, pulling them into what you are saying. One of the keys here though is that it has to be a story you can tell with commitment, and it has to be true. Always be honest with your audience because if you're not, they will know and you will have lost all credibility. Tip number 6, be relatable. Being relatable is actually one of the most important factors of your delivery. You want to be someone that your audience can relate to, that they would feel comfortable with talking to. Even when giving a talk as an expert on a topic, you want the audience to feel the relation. It helps them mentally engage with your content and remember you and your talk. Most people don't feel comfortable going up and talking to a stern authority figure, and no one wants to listen to someone with no confidence. So there's a fine balance you need to strike, and here's how. The most important thing you can do to come across as more relatable is to be authentic. Be yourself. Another great way to accomplish this is to work on coming across as relaxed, which can be difficult if you're not used to presenting, but this goes a long way to helping people see you as relatable. The final way you can be more relatable is to be enthusiastic about your presentation. Your enthusiasm will transfer to your audience, and now that you have enthusiasm in common, you will begin to see as more relatable. If you get all 3 of these techniques mastered, you will be well on your way to making it to your audience relate to you. Tip number 7, build your confidence with practice. This might be the last tip, but it is by far the most important one out of these 7. Confidence in what you do is by far the most important element of your presentation. Having confidence adds an authority to everything you say during your presentation, but you're not going to develop the confidence you need if you don't practice, and practice a lot. Whenever Dana gives a talk or presentation, he practices. He says for hours. Dana wants to make sure he has the timing down, that he knows every slide so he doesn't have to read off them. He knows what the next slide is so he can smoothly transition between them so that he will sound natural and authentic, and can explain the concepts and tell the stories with confidence. And this all comes with practice. When you are practicing a presentation, it's not enough to sit in front of your computer and go through it. You have to practice it in front of other people. Invite some friends over and have them give some feedback on your presentation and make improvements based on their feedback. No one gets it right the first time, but practice will get you towards perfect. With these 7 tips, you should be able to put together and deliver a masterful presentation that will wow your audience and make sure that they remember you and your topic. If you guys like this collaboration, be sure to check out Dana's YouTube channel and subscribe. He has tons of videos on entrepreneurship and...
Alright, so do you remember anything? What can you do to have a good presentation?
Let's say, know your audience.
No audience.
Yes. Use structure to build on idea.
Perfect. Use structures to build ideas.
Yes.
What else?
You visual
aids, right? Visual aids. For example, PowerPoint, right? Yes.
And repetition your friend. Have a story to tell.
You have a story to tell.
Yes. Be relatable.
Relatable.
Yes.
Yes. What does it mean, relatable here?
Yes. No.
Okay, relatable. It means that, for example, your topic is about my favorite type of cooking, or my favorite food. So everything you present must be related to your topic. Okay. Yes, related to your topic.
Oh yes. Well, is build your confidence with practice.
Exactly. So are you confident to make your first presentation?
Yes.
You're confident, right? Okay. Perfect. And now, Vinh, I want to review some knowledge which is related to making a presentation. How many main parts are there in a presentation?
There are 3 main parts.
Lovely. The first one is?
The first one is reading and introduction.
Yeah. What do we say in the greeting? What do we say in the greeting?
We say hi.
We say hi. We introduce our name, our age, our job. Excellent. Okay. What about introduction? What do you say in the introduction? That's it. We talk about our topic, right? Perfect. What about main body? Yes, main body.
Main body, we have to explain main ideas.
Main ideas. Which are related to? Which are about our?
About the topic.
Exactly. Which are about our topic. And how many main ideas? At least 3. Yes, 3 main ideas. Good job. And finally, what is it?
Finally, is conclusions.
What do we say in the conclusion?
We say thanks.
We say thanks to everyone. That's it. We send our gratitude, right? Or we say thank our audiences, listeners, right? And you will, after say thank, absolutely. Say thank you.
Let's say that we should repeat
We should repeat the
the
main ideas. Very
yes.
good. What else? After repeating the main idea, what else? If the audience don't know something, so what do you have to do? What do you have to do? You should say,
Ask.
Do you have
any question?
Yeah, do you have any question? Perfect. All right, Vinh. So now it's time for you to start your very first English presentation.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right. And now, Vinh, I just allow you to share the slide. And let's go, Vinh. Go. You can share the slide and start your presentation. Good. Okay. See that. Oh, cute.
My yes, my teachers, welcome to my presentations.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Minion.
So like yes, yes, I can see some new faces here. So let me introduce a little bit about myself first. My full name is Phạm Đình Vinh. I'm 18 years old, and I was born in Khánh Hòa province, but now I'm living and working in Phú Quốc Island, the beautiful island in Vietnam. You know.
Yes.
And my presentation is divided into three parts. Firstly, I will start with my cooking skill.
Yes.
Firstly, I look at my favorite type of food. Then finally, I'm gonna talk about the benefit of cooking.
Yes.
Before I start my presentation, I have a question for the viewers. The question is, what are your hobbies, and do you really like it? Yes.
Let me see. In my free time, I enjoy taking photos, and I really, really fall in love with photos. What about you?
Thank you for your answer.
Okay.
So today the topic of my presentation is my hobby, which is about cooking. Yes, and it will be take 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes.
First of all, I will start with my cooking skill. You know that in the kitchen there are a lot of cooking skill. Yes, so the skill make me feel interesting as a cut skill.
Cut skill?
Cut skill, yes. Because this skill is very important in the kitchen, and I try to improve this skill every day through prepare the ingredient for my spare times.
Yes.
And I can do many things in the kitchen quickly and exactly if we control the knife well. So now let's move on to the second part. Yes. In this part, I look at my favorite type of food. Yes. You know what? I'm a chef. Also, working into many foreign restaurant. Yes. But the cuisine make me feel enjoy. Make me feel enjoy. That's the Vietnamese cuisine, especially phở. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to cook pho is we choose real pork bone and some vegetables such as onion, ginger, cinnamon, and so on before we cooking. Yes. Uh, and then we should put them into the big pot with a lot of water and stir it long hours and enjoy. The, finally, I go I'm gonna talk about the benefit of cooking in final part in my presentation. I have three small ideas.
Mm.
Yes, the first let's talk about finance. We can we can earn much money from cooking. Yes, if we cook well. The sec the secondly, uh, let's mention to the communities cooking script cooking help us connect mm, together connect uh, together through the competitions. The finally is we can do voluntary work through cooking. That's like that's like donate
Mm.
the food or cook for homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good. Homeless
That's,
people. Cool.
yes. That's all. To sum up, cooking play an important role in life. That's bring me to the end of my presentation. We look at three main points. The firstly, I spoke about my cooking skill. The secondly, I looked at my favorite Thai food. And lastly, I told you about the benefit of cooking, right? Yes. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, ask me, please.
Mm.
So,
Okay, cool. Right, perfect. Thank you so much, Ring, for your performance. Lovely. So now, Ring, how do you feel right now?
uh, I feel satisfied. Satisfied. Yes.
Okay, you feel satisfied, right?
Yes.
Um, how do you feel about your presentation? How do you feel about this?
I feel this so.
You feel so. Why? Why do you feel so?
Because like I said, it's simple.
It's simple. Don't worry, because this is the first time.
It's
This is the first time you made an English presentation. Good. Yeah. What else? Keep going.
yes.
Mm,
Give
okay.
me some
Comment. Yes, of course. But I want to ask you some question first before I give you some comments. So, Ring, how much time did you spend on preparing this presentation? How much time?
every night.
Every night?
Yes.
Wow, every night. And what is the part that you like the most?
Uh, food I like the second part.
The second part, which is about your favorite food, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you so much. What is the most difficult part? What is the most difficult part?
That's the benefit.
The benefits? Why?
Because there have a lot of small ideas. So
Small ideas. Very good. So do you have to search on Google?
Search.
Yeah, do you have to research the benefits on Google? No? You use your own ideas? Wow, perfect. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, thank you, Vinh, so much. And Vinh, the final question for you. What will you do? What will you do to have a better presentation in the future? What would you do?
We should think about it every time and
Think about it every time, right?
and we should talk and practice.
Okay, should talk and practice. Perfect. All right, so Vinh, thank you so much for your efforts. And now it's time for me to give you some comments. And are you ready to receive my comment?
Yes.
Okay, now, first of all, let's talk about your strengths. I mean that your good points. Okay? You know that you just interact with audience pretty well. You know, when you ask me, I have a question for you, or what is your hobby? Or, like things like that. Like you have a good interaction with the listener. One point for you. The next one is about your intonation. Your intonation, yes. You know how to emphasize on key ideas, on important ideas, the voice. Yeah. It means that your pronunciation is great. No comment for your pronunciation. And this is about presentation. So I can see that you just apply speaking language pretty well. You know, speaking language. In English, we have two kind of language. The first one is writing language. And the second one is about speaking language. For example, you say, I'm gonna talk like this. That's a good point for you. Okay, right. That's about the good points. Your slide is so cute. You know, I love your slide too. It's simple, but it's very adorable. However, are you ready? However,
Yes.
Okay. Yes, let's talk about grammar. Let's talk about grammar. You should say it makes me enjoyable. It's make me enjoyable. Yes. All right. Secondly, not the secondly. Secondly, not the secondly. Okay. And if you want to say volunteer, you should say volunteer to cook, to verb. All right. Volunteer to cook. Yes. And you should bring more keywords in your slide. For example, when you talk about cutting skill, you should put the word cut on the slide. Or when you talk about benefits, you should put finance on the slide. You should put community on the slide. Yes, that's about keywords. I know your slide is clear. It's very clear. It's very evident to enjoy, to watch. But imagine you are presenting in front of some people who are not good listening. Yes, their listening skill is not good. So you should put words on the slide so that people can understand easily. All right, you got this thing? Yes, that's it. Okay, so and let me see. All right, you should it would be better if you give me more useful phrases in presentation. For example, when you finish the first part, you should say, that's about blah blah blah, and now let's move on to the next part, which is related to. And remember, when you finish something, you should down your voice. That's all about. But when you start, apart, you need to raise your voice. Now let's move on to, you got this? Let's move on to, all right? Yes, I will type here for you. That's all about, yes. And now let's move on. Let's move on to the blah, blah, blah. All right? You got this thing? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know that when you, okay, can you show me your slide one more time, please? Can you show me your slide one more time, please? Okay. Okay. Right. From the beginning. From the beginning. Okay, the next one. The next one. Stop. Look at this one. You don't need to bring reading and introduction in your slide. You just need to bring my cooking skill, my favorite type of food, and the benefit of cooking. That's it. Yeah, exactly. I mean that main body, the main ideas in your main body. You don't have to bring reading or introduction or conclusion. No need. No need. You just need to say three main ideas. Now, I mean that put the word in the slide. Okay. Yes, that's it. And yeah, the next one, please. The next one, please. Yes, can you see that? My hobby cooking, right? Yeah, perfect. But look at the color of the word. Yes, you should change the color. I think it might be white. It would be better if the word is white or something, you know, brighter, so that people can find it easily to follow your word on the slide. You know that? Yes, and the next one, please. Next one. Okay, yes. Make your word bigger. The size of the word bigger. Okay? You got this thing? Yes, perfect. Okay, cool. Right? And remember to let's see. Okay, look at this one. Conclusion, not conclusion. TSCLUSION. Okay? Thanks, guys. Okay, no. Look at this one. If you say thanks, don't say guys anymore. Thank guys. Don't say thanks, guy. Yes, only one S. For example, thank you. Don't say thanks you. Yeah. Or if you want to say thanks, you just need to say thanks for your listening. Or thank you for your listening. All right. And okay, for being here, and enjoying this presentation. All right. Yeah. Oh, what is the contact here? Is it your number? Is it a number?
No.
Yes. I know this. Okay, don't worry. So, Vinh, do you understand everything I just tell you? Okay, right. So after listening to my comments, okay, what do you think about this? Do you have any question for me? What do you think about this?
It's good for me to better in the future.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So, Vinh, I want you to do one more time. And I want you to change your slide a little bit and do one more time. Okay. Yes. And I will set the time for you. Don't worry. You can do it. I will give you 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes to change a little bit and do one more time. Try your best, Vinh, okay? 5 minutes for you. Is it okay?
5 minutes?
Okay, 5 minutes. Yes. And I will set. Yes, try your best, okay? And I will set the time for you. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Try your best one more time. This is a good chance for you to make your presentation better. Go.
Yes,
So excited.
Đếm chết thử. Đếm chết thử.
All right. Is it okay? Okay. Hi. I'm waiting for you.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Hello, Minion.
Hello. Hi teachers, welcome to my presentations. Chết rồi, em quên sửa lại cái slide này rồi.
Again, please. Again. Yes.
Hi teachers, welcome to my presentations.
Hey, you need to correct this one. The first one, second one, finally. You don't need to bring greeting and introduction here. Now, fix again. Correct again. Stop sharing and correct this, please. Correct the slide quickly. I'm waiting for you. Stop sharing. Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Yeah, try to fix this. Let's go. I'm waiting for you. That's okay. Yeah. Keep calm. Take your time.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Try your best.
Lần này nó lại khó hơn nha.
Try your best.
Đi luôn.
Loon. Let's
Đi
go, Vinh.
luôn.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Hi teachers, welcome to my presentations.
Hi.
Yes, so I can see some new faces here. So let me introduce a little bit about myself first. My full name is Phạm Đình Vinh. I'm 18 years old. I was born in Khánh Hòa province, but now I'm living in Phú Island, the beautiful island in Vietnam, you know. So um, my presentations is divided into three parts. The firstly, I will start with my skill. The secondly, I look at my favorite type of food. The finally, I want to talk about the benefit of cooking. Yes. So now let's move on to this second part.
Really?
be-
Really? Let's move on to the second part. Really?
No. uh, before I stop my
That's it.
presentation, I have a good question for you.
For
The
me?
question,
Oh, really? I'm so excited. Let's go.
the questions is what are your hobbies and do you really like it?
Okay. So one of my hobbies is asking my student to do something again and again. This is my hobby.
Okay. So thank you
Yes.
for your answers. The topic of my presentations in my hobby and which is about cooking. This and it will be take 5 to 10 minutes. So first of all, let's move on.
First of all,
First of all, I will start with my skill. You know that
yes, keep going. Keep
yes,
going.
you know that that in the kitchen there are a lot of cooking skills. So this make me feel interesting. Interesting is cook skill because this skill is very important in education. And I try to improve. I try to improve this skill through prepare the ingredients and in my spare times. We can do many things in kitchens quickly and easily if we control the knife well. So now let's move on. Let's move on to the second part.
Yes, let's move on to the second part.
Yes, let's move on to the second part. In this part, I look at my favorite type food.
Yes.
Yes, you know what? I'm a chef. I'm a chef, also working to many foreign restaurant.
Working for, right? Working
Yes.
for many foreign restaurants.
Yes. Foreign restaurants. So the cuisine make me feel enjoyable. Enjoyable to see Vietnamese cuisine, especially pho. Yes. And today I will teach you how to cook pho. Well, the best way to cook pho, the best way to cook pho is we should grill the pork bone and some vegetables such as ginger, onions, cinnamon, and so on before cooking. This and then we put them into the big pot with a lot of water and still it long arrows. Finally, I want to talk about the benefit of cooking. Yes, in this part, I have three small ideas to talk. Firstly, let's talk about finance. Yes, we can earn much money from cooking if we cook well. The second, let's talk. Let's talk the community. Cooking have us connect together through the competition.
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 Yes.
Finally, I want to mention to do charity work.
Okay, here. Wait a second. Finance and community is now. So you say charity work. You don't need to say do anymore. If you want to do, you should say connect to community and increase finance. Verb now. But here, now. You understand? Yes.
Yes.
Good. Keep going.
Finally, we can do
Yes, we can. We can do charity work thanks to cooking.
We can do charity work from cooking.
Thanks to cooking. Thanks to.
See.
Yes. You cannot see that. I just saying in the box chat. Thanks to. Yeah, keep going, Mick.
To cooking. We can do volunteers work through donate the food.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait. We can volunteer. We can volunteer to. Oh no. Volunteer is different from donate. So you say we can donate food. All right. Yes. We can donate food.
Donate food. Cook for homeless people.
We can donate food or cook for homeless people.
Yes. To sum up, cooking plays an important role in life. That's bring me to the end of my presentation. We look at three main points. Firstly, I spoke about my cooking skill. Secondly, I look at my favorite food. And lastly, I told you about the benefit of cooking, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yes. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, speak please.
Okay. Thank you, Vinh. Perfect. Wow. No, Vinh. Don't worry. Yes. This is the first time you made your very first presentation and you have tried a lot. Okay. I know it is hard because because this is the first time where you end. This is, you know, that even the girls, even my students, they also say that, oh my God, it was so hard, teacher. Yes, they always say that. And they feel a little bit scared of presentation. Yes, because this is a big project, not just a small homework. You know, you need to spend a lot of time on searching main ideas, content, full content, slide, PowerPoint, practice. You got this? But I really appreciate everything you have tried, Vinh. Yes, I'm so touching. Oh my God, you know. Yes. Okay, so Vinh, that's enough for today. And one more time, congratulations on your very first English presentation. Yes. Okay, big hand for you, Vinh. Can you give yourself a big hand, please? Give yourself a big hand. Right, and I will give you a heart. I will give you a heart, 2 hearts. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, that's it. Okay, Vinh. Right. You know that I know you are working as a chef, and maybe making an English presentation might not important for you, because you need to cook. You need to use your hand more than speaking. Yes, I mean that you need to, using your hand. Okay, but don't worry, Vinh. But don't worry. Maybe in the future you can become a manager, a chef manager. Yeah, and you need to work with some CEO. You know CEO.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to work with CEO, you need to make a presentation. Of
Yes.
course. All right, so try your best, Vinh. And don't worry, because we have another presentation in lesson 18. 18. Yeah. Okay, 18. That's it. All right. So don't worry, Vinh. This is the first time, and we have another time in lesson number 18. Okay? Yes, right. So do you have any question for me about your very first English presentation?
No.
No? Okay. Thank you so much for your efforts, Vinh. Really appreciate that. Okay? Okay, Vinh, I would like you to okay, can you change your background, please? Your background.
Yes.
Yeah, please take a picture of your slide, the first slide, and set the background, and then I will take a picture for you. No, not this one. The first slide in your PowerPoint. This one. Okay, let's go. I want to take a picture because this is a milestone. This is a turning point in your English studying journey.